I often find that periodically, as I'm teaching singing lessons to students, I'll get the same topic that kind of pops up in like 1 week multiple times. And I think that's a good sign that it's time to do a video on it because it's obviously something that a lot of people struggle with.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
So with this video, I'm not addressing people's issues that are having trouble with hitting notes in general, more on people that are struggling with hitting exact pitches and they always find that they're a little bit underneath the pitch. If you find that your main struggle is that you're not able to hit pitches at all, then I have a video right here that you can click on. That one is going to help you find pitch much easier. This video is for people that already have that foundation of being able to sing on pitch, but they often find that they're just a little bit underneath the pitch. So this question came about from one of my students who is saying as he's singing the chorus of one song, he finds that he's always scraping underneath the pitch that he's supposed to be hitting. So let's say the pitch is here and he's always scraping right underneath. The song was Someone You Loved. And he's finding that he's just never quite hitting it exactly on. And he's like, why? And especially when I'm singing it, I don't always notice that I'm under the pitch, but I'm always struggling to raise my voice to that pitch. What is going on? How can I fix this issue? If you're interested in learning more on how to sing, I created a resource that I wish would have been around when I was starting to sing. With the subscription I've created, you get access to all of the courses that I've created and more that are coming. You get access to all of my private lesson recordings that I have from other students so you can learn vicariously through them. And you get monthly one-on-one lessons with me. All of this is available for one low monthly price, and it's a very well-rounded approach to learn how to sing. Click the link down below to get access now. So this issue can come about because of a number of different problems. Number one, it could be that you're scraping the upper top of your range. And what you really need to do is work on exercises that are going to extend and stretch your range upwards. Exercises like slides or lip rolls that are going on a scale upwards, or NGs, or any of these exercises. Those are ones that are going to really stretch your voice. Having you go through your whole range. Finding that stretch in your range, that's important to be able to build that flexibility and that range to be able to hit those notes. Now, the other problem you could be running into is that you could find that you can actually sing higher, but you're actually in a chorus or a part of the song that is riding your bridge area. So the bridge, even though you may be able to sing much higher than your bridge area in your voice is going to be one of the hardest places to navigate because it's the place where there's about a 50-50 mix of your chest and your head voice occurring at the same time, which makes it very difficult to balance it out. If you can imagine standing on a seesaw, two people standing on a seesaw, and you really want to keep that evenly balanced on both sides so that it stays totally level, that's not easy to do. It's very easy to tip it to one side or another, but it's very hard to keep it 100% level. And that's essentially what we're doing. We're walking this tightrope of keeping it very, very level between our head voice and our chest voice and not over tipping to one side or another. So if you're looking at me totally lost right now and you're like, what is the bridge in a voice? I don't understand what you're saying. It's the place where your head voice and your chest voice meet. For men, it's different than women. For men, this transition generally happens around the EFF sharp 4, whereas for women, it starts around the A, B flat, B4 area. Now for everybody, it's going to slightly vary, but it's that place where you feel like there's a shift happening. So when I go, and there's like this spot where if I don't make a change, I'm going to break. I'm going to break. That's right where your bridge is. So, so if we don't have this shift happen where we allow more head voice to take over, then there's going to be that break. So can you try that with me right now? Try to go up as high as you can on a slide and find where that spot is where you feel like, okay, it's getting a little shaky. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it past this spot. So come with me. And wherever you find like it's kind of getting shaky, and it wants to flip. Right there is your break. So what we need to do is be able to ride out that break and find a bridge over it so that our voice is not cracking in the middle of a chorus or in the middle of a song. And I think the final reason why this may be happening is probably because of the communication between your ear and your vocal cords. So if your ear is hearing that you are on pitch, but you're actually below the pitch, there's not much you're going to be able to do as far as quick fixes to be able to change that. You really have to learn pitch much better and communicate better with your ear and your vocal cords so that they are getting the messages across, where your ear hears E and you produce an E, as opposed to your ear hears E and you hit a D. That's a problem. So with that, my other video would really help you. That's really helpful. So check that out. It's the one that I posted to at the beginning of the video. All right, so now that you know what are the possible reasons why you might be singing flat, how do we start to fix that? That's what we need to focus on right now. So if you find that you're singing flat on that phrase because you're approaching the very top of your range, you could potentially key that song down just a little bit so that it's within more of your comfort zone. Barring that, what you can do is trying to focus on allowing your voice to settle more into a head voice tone as you go for those higher notes. Once you start to get it in a head voice tone, then you can start to add weight to it. Let's take my song Boomerang, for example, so I don't get caught by any copyright issues. If we were doing, I'll be your boomerang, your boom. So if that one is like you're ending up a little bit boomerang, if you're kind of reaching for that one, what you can do is opt for a headier tone. I'll be your boomerang, your boomerang, I'll fly right back to you. So by opting for a headier approach, I'm allowing my voice to transition to be able to find that headier spot. Now your voice may not be used to doing this yet, so you may find a little bit of a break happen as you try to do that. So you'll find something like this. I'll be your boomerang, I'll fly right back to you. So there I let my voice go to falsetto, but first finding in that falsetto spot, then you can start to add a little bit of volume into it. So do it like this. I'll be your boomerang, I'll fly right back to you. So then you'll be able to find more of that connection. And as you do it more and more, it'll start to even out. And then you can start to just start with a connected full voice sound. I'll be your boomerang, boomerang. And you start to engage with more intensity as you go step by step. So that's kind of like a stepwise approach to be able to find that note that you're falling flat on. The final potential fix for this, and this was what was the problem for my student and what he was struggling with, is that if you find that you're singing songs like this, I'll be your boomerang, I'll fly right back to you. So if that's always how you're singing it, it's kind of like dead, lifeless, sounding like you're kind of bored, you're not enjoying it, like you're not really engaging with that song, you're going to find that you're going to fall flat often. Now, the reason for this is because our voice naturally goes to a higher pitch when we're excited. So if I'm talking to you like I'm really excited, my pitch rises. If I talk to you like I'm really bored and like, yeah, I'll be your boomerang, I'll fly right back. Like there's no life to it. You got to bring out that life. And this is where you have to kind of turn on the inner actor and start to bring out some of that energy. Like, for example, right now, when I'm talking to this camera, when I'm talking to people, I'm not usually this energetic. But when you're talking in front of a camera eats up like all of your energy. So you really have to be over enthusiastic to just seem like you're kind of like even keel. So the same thing with the voice. As we're singing, if you're always scraping the underneath of that pitch, you're always right under the pitch, just bring a little bit more of your energy, excitement. Sing the line like you're super excited. You may even find that you'll end up above the pitch. And so then you'll have to tone it down to be able to find that pitch. So instead of, I'll be your boomerang, I'll fly right back to you, I'll approach it like this. I'll be your boomerang, I'll fly right back to you. That energy, that excitement, that enthusiasm brings up a higher pitch naturally without any force, without any extra effort. And That way you're bringing a natural pitch adjustment to your voice, and that may be all your voice needs. So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. And if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see more videos like this, check out that one. You're going to like it.